it there. Let's see. Testing. 1, 2. See. What y'all sound like? What does everything sound like now? Let's see.
Everything sounds perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you real good, nephew.
Okay.
Yes.
Brother.
Well, I'm good on now, one thing I want to find out though is that if you can hear Dub when he's reading on YouTube. Can you? Okay, so
I can hear him on Zoom.
So
I'm not on YouTube.
Okay, so let me see something. Okay. Let me see something. I wonder why they. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So Doug, go ahead and start at 13 though. This is Ephesians 2 and verse 13. Read that.
Has he muted himself?
Yeah, I think you might be muted.
Yeah, I did. Okay. I did. Hang on, I muted myself because I was checking.
All right, everybody else mute. All right, go ahead, brother.
I'll be back in there. Ephesians 2 and 13. Okay. Mm-hmm. But now in Christ Jesus, ye who sometimes were far off are made nigh by the blood of Christ.
Mm-hmm. You are now you were far off, meaning far off from the covenant. Far off from the commonwealth of Israel. Read 12 again.
Mm-hmm. That at that time ye were without Christ, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel.
Do you wait a minute. Being without Christ, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel. Bro, the Most High is only dealing with the Israelites, man. Do you understand that? Do you see how different this conversation is when you're dealing with the prophets and the apostles of the Most High, man? Look at the conversation. He's saying you were aliens. In times past, you were Gentiles in the flesh. Read the 11th verse again, dog.
Okay. It says, wherefore remember that ye being in time past Gentiles in the flesh, who were called uncircumcision by that which is called the circumcision in the flesh made by hands.
We got to understand that this is the physical state that you were in when Christ came. For those that believe on Christ, understand that you are no longer Gentiles in the flesh. What you have to understand is that even though you are the circumcision, that you're circumcised in the flesh, and that you're in the temple, and that you're in the leadership role, you're sitting in Moses' seat, and you teaching over the Israelites, and you got dominion over the Israelites, and you got control over what they do, and you, in other words, you rich and famous. You the celebrities. The Pharisees and the Sadducees were the celebrities of that time, man. Rome was in rulership over Jerusalem, over the southern kingdom. Do you understand that? So you got to understand that they thought that they were better than the northern kingdom Israelites. When all of our fathers were were in the wilderness. Hold on, man. I gotta get you this. Let me show you. Let me show you something. Okay. Okay. This is 1 Corinthians, the 10th chapter and the first verse. Read that, dog.
All right. 1 Corinthians 10. What verse you said? Verse?
Yeah,
right.
10 and verse 1. Yeah.
10 and 1. Okay, 1 Corinthians 10 and 1. Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant, how that all of fathers, all. Let me start that over.
Yeah, man. Okay, so look. I know we can hear on YouTube, we can hear on there as well. So we good. Let's go. Come on with it.
1 Corinthians 10 and 1. Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant, how that all our fathers were under the cloud, and all passed through the sea, and were all baptized unto Moses in the cloud and in the sea, and did all eat the same spiritual meat. Did all drink the same spiritual drink. They drank of that spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Christ.
See, this is what I need y'all to understand. You got to sanctify the Lord in your heart, man. You got to understand, man, the Most High is above God. The Most High created God, bruh. Like, I just need y'all to understand. You got to understand that. You got to understand that. Read the first verse again, though.
It says, moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant, how that all our fathers were under the cloud, and all passed through the sea.
I mean, I need y'all to understand that this is Paul talking to who? The Israelites. What's the opposite of having knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the law? Ignorance. Paul is speaking to his people. He says, moreover, brethren. Do you understand the importance of what he just said in the first verse? He said, more importantly, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant. Meaning that you have no knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, no good works, no love, no faith, no belief. He said, how that all of our fathers were under the cloud. He said, wait a minute. I know that I'm a Jew of the tribe of Benjamin. I know I'm a former Pharisee. I know that. I know I was born within the covenant. I know that I came up in the laws, the statutes, and the commandments. I know I came up keeping feast days and high holy days. I know I came up hearing the Levites make sense of the law every Sabbath day. He said, but wait a minute, I will not have you ignorant that all of our fathers were under the cloud. All 12 tribes was in the wilderness. Wait a minute, man. Do you understand that even in the wilderness, the Most High opened up the earth and everybody that was 21 and older was sucked into the earth? Why? Because the Most High didn't want them. And you got to understand, when you can't hear this truth, It just means that the Most High don't want you. I just want you. I want you to understand that the Southern Kingdom Israelite was standing right there watching Christ when he told Lazarus to come forth. They saw Lazarus come out. They saw him in the grave clothes. They saw him resurrected, walking. They saw it. And the first thing they did was go their way to the Pharisees and Sadducees. Why? Because the Most High did not give them knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the law. He did not give them love and the way of good works. He didn't give it to them. Why? Because he don't want them. Only a remnant will be saved. Because only a remnant will hear, understand, believe, trust, and obey the gift of God, bro. I mean, read it again, bro. Verse 1.
All right. It says, moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant, how that all our fathers were under the cloud, and all passed through the sea, and were all baptized unto Moses in the cloud and in the sea.
Read on, bro.
And did all eat the same spiritual meat, and did all drink the same spiritual drink. For they drank of that spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Christ. But with many of them God was not well pleased, for they were overthrown in the wilderness. These things were examples, to the intent we should not lust after evil things. They also lusted.
Because you remember when Moses went up to talk to the Most High, well, to talk to Christ, understand. I need y'all to understand, man. He went up to talk to the created God by the Most High, which is the Spirit of the Most High, which is Christ, which is his word, which is his truth, man. Moses went up for 40 days and 40 nights. When he got back, man, the Israelites was worshiping a golden calf and having a sex orgy, bro. You understand that? And were fearful to hear the voice of the Lord. You talk to him. If he talk to us, we gonna die. Okay, read on.
All right. It says, I'm going to read 6 again. It says, now these things were our examples, to the intent that we should not lust after evil things, as they also lusted. Neither be adulterers, as were some of them, as it is written, the people sat down to eat and drink, and rose up to play. Neither let us commit fornications, as some of them committed, and fell in one day 23,000.
Okay, that's when he opened up the earth and sucked them in. Read.
And fell one day 23,000.
Oh, that might have been when the well, okay, it's gonna keep saying he destroyed in many ways.
Right. So wait a minute. So I'm just sidebar here. 3,20,000. 60,000.
3,20,000 is 60,000. Yeah, like
60,
saying 3
okay.
score.
Three score, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Verse 9. Neither let us tempt Christ, as some of them also tempted, and were destroyed of serpents.
Mm-hmm.
Neither murmur ye, as some of them also murmured, complaining, right? And were destroyed of the destroyer.
Mm.
Dang, they refer to God as the destroyer?
The destroyer.
Wow. That's my first time paying attention to that. Okay. Now, all these things happen unto them for in samples,
Mm-hmm.
and they are written for our abomination. And they are written for our abomination.
Ammunition.
Ammunition. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me start back over at 11. Now, all these things happen unto them for in samples.
You might mean it an example. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And they are written in our admonition.
Admonition meaning like for our edification, so that we don't do the things that they did. But
he back.
You said what, me? My mic keep going up.
You went out for a minute, but you back.
Man.
Oh, you lost me. Hold
okay,
on,
wait a minute. Okay, so it's something going on with my internet. That's what it is. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Oh, wait. Oh, well, it's on the wrong one. What the world going on? Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it switched to that. Okay. Wait a minute. All right. Everybody good? Okay.
Yeah, we good. You got your screen is down right now.
Okay.
Well, not down. I see your desktop and not the app.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, 11. Y'all with me? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yep. It says, now all these things, we're at 1 Corinthians chapter 10, and I'm at verse 11. 1 Corinthians 10 and 11. Now all these things happen unto them for in samples, and they were written for our admonition, unto whom the ends, upon whom the ends of the world are come. Wherefore, let him that thinketh he standeth take heed lest he fall. There have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. Wherefore, my dearly beloved, flee from idolatry. Idolatry. I speak as to wise men. Judge ye what I say. The cup of blessing which we bless, is it not the communion of the blood of Christ? The bread which we break, is it not the communion of the body of Christ? But we being many are one bread and one body, for we are all partakers of that one bread. Behold, Israel after the flesh.
Now I want y'all to see. I mean, we still talking about Israel, but you can't see that or believe that or understand that or have knowledge of that if you are in the Christian church. Because you don't even know who Paul is talking to. You don't have a clue. You think he's talking to Christians. And the Bible is not about Christian history. The Bible is the history of the Israelites. If you're in the Muslim mosque, you cannot hear this. Okay, so we're gonna leave it right there. Listen, I gotta make something clear. I need everybody to understand. You cannot decide that you're gonna pick the Most High. The Most High picks you. Do you understand what I'm telling you? You cannot pick God. You can pick a God. You can pick Christianity. You can say you believe in Jesus and jump up and down and say it 50 times a day and speak in gibberish. I should have bought a Honda and under the seat as much as you want to. The Most High has to choose you. And the way he chooses you is by giving you knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the law. Love and the way of good works are from him. Anyway, y'all come off your mics, man. That's enough.
Yes, indeed. What you say? That's enough.
I was looking at those two words that was in the 11th verse.
Mm-hmm.
The above
Admonition.
And it says gentle reproof, counseling against a fault, instruction in duties, caution, direction. Then it has Titus 3:1. And it also says Corinthians 10. And it says in the church discipline, public or private reproof, to reclaim an official, a step primarily to excommunication.
You said Titus what, Auntie? 3 and what?
3. It's Titus 3. I guess it said in the whole scripture.
It's like admonish or correct is what it's saying. But let's go to, I want to go here. Let's see. Okay. It means the correction of the Lord. Read the definition again, Auntie.
You want me to pull it and read it, or go ahead, Auntie?
Hold on, just 1 minute. Let me struck out.
Okay.
It says admonition. Okay. Anyway, it says gentle reproof, counseling against a fault, instructions in duties, caution, direction, and that's in Titus the 3rd chapter. It doesn't give the verses, so I guess you're going to be reading.
It's the 3rd chapter and the 10th verse. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's
read
just the
Ephesians
third,
6 and 4, dog.
Then I'm gonna look at
brother.
Read Ephesians 6 and 4.
Okay, Ephesians 6 and 4. And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nature and admonition of the Lord.
The nurture and admonition of the Lord. Does everybody understand that? Nurture is to feed them by the milk of the scriptures. Remember this verse right here? Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Those that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. Let's go to Isaiah. I want to say.
So
20.
while you pulling that up, bro, I just want to. I don't know if I'm making a point or I guess I'm asking a question. In the book of theologians, where he talks about the strong delusions, that works with this precept, because if you don't believe the truth, he gonna give you strong delusions to believe a lie, right?
Okay, so listen. Okay, so we're gonna go right over to 2 Thessalonians, and that's 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 11. We're gonna go and examine that, coupled with the complete opposite of it, which is this Isaiah chapter 28 and verse 9. Read that, Doug.
Isaiah 28 and 9, right? Okay. It says, whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine?
Okay, so wait a minute. I want to slow you down. I want everybody to understand. The Most High is telling you the question, these two questions, which are vital. These two questions, remember it says, but sanctify the Lord in your heart and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you a reason for the hope that is in you with meekness and fear. So now we got two questions. And these two questions, whom shall he teach knowledge and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? So we just said before that you can't just pick the Most High. Because in order for you to choose the Most High, you have to have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the law. That is only given by the Most High. It is a gift from him for you to have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the law. You can't just go into the law or into the Bible and just understand the laws of the Most High. You cannot do that. It has to be given to you. And now, this is him saying, whom shall he give his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to? Whom shall he make to understand his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding? Does everybody understand that? Everybody following that? Okay, so now, read verse 9 again.
Okay. All right. Isaiah 28:9. Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast.
Okay, wait a minute. He just said, wait a minute. Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. The milk meaning the milk of the scriptures. Weaned from the milk meaning that you're going from needing milk as a babe, to now you can start getting you some cereal mixed up in there. Now you can start gnawing on a chicken bone. You understand? Okay, wait. Ephesians 6:4, read it.
Oh my God. Okay. And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nature and admonition of the Lord.
Bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord. What is that? Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Read it, dog.
Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast.
Read.
Precept or precept must be upon precept. Precept upon precept. Line upon line. Line upon line. Here a little and there a little.
Read.
For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to his people.
Wait a minute. For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to his people. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
To this people.
To his people. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Whom shall he teach? Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait. All right. This is Psalms written by King David. Read that.
That's what Israel with. Okay. Oh, here we go. Psalms 147, 19 and 20. Verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
Okay, so do you understand when he said show his word to Jacob? Do you understand that don't mean like showing them the Bible? That's not what it's saying. Taking it and just showing Jacob the Bible. No, it's saying that he causes Israel to have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the law. Wait a minute. He showeth his word, meaning he teach. He causes to understand. He opens up the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of his word to Jacob. Jacob is the father of the 12 tribes of Israel, whose name was changed to Israel. His statutes and his judgments, meaning his ways, the reason why he has a law for you to understand the spirit, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the law. Why he gave you the law, where your power in lies, so that you can believe that why he gave you the law was for you to access your power in Christ. He's showing you, meaning he's teaching you his word. He's causing you to understand his word. Now he's done that through the Spirit, because sending Christ wasn't enough for you. Remember the one that said that he died, he was a rich man, and he said, let me go back and tell my brothers because I'm tormented in this flame. Let me go back and tell my brothers. And the Most High said to him, if he didn't listen to Moses and the prophets, he won't listen to you, even though you were one that were raised from the dead. He was talking about you have seen Christ walk out everything. If they can't believe that, then they won't believe Christ. Why? Because I don't want them to believe it. I don't want them. Period. Anyway. Okay. All right.
Nephew.
Yes.
I'm not trying to throw us off of nothing that you're speaking on. But go to Titus, the 3rd chapter. Okay, and I was reading it and bored.
What's right there?
Baby, Auntie.
Yes, baby.
Titus 3 and 10 is on the screen.
Oh.
Okay, but listen.
No, I was just reading the scripture. The chapter itself. I apologize.
But if you read it, how you gonna read the chapter and I'm teaching? So you caught everything I just said. Okay, so I got a question for you. Okay, so what does Psalms 147, 19 and 20 mean, Auntie? When he says, showeth this word unto Jacob, what does that mean?
He's basically giving him his commandments as to what to tell the children of Israel. Am I wrong? I mean, I can accept the criticism.
Okay, but look what I'm saying though.
Go ahead.
You got to pay attention. You can't be reading no verses. You can't be reading another whole verse, a whole chapter. You see what I'm saying? You got to pay attention. Okay, so look. So and get what? Back again. Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. Okay, now if you read something else, you not weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. You still need the milk. You understand? Okay, let me show you. Let me show you what I mean.
You're doing the right thing, though, sweetheart.
I got you.
I appreciate that.
You know I'm gonna do.
I appreciate that. No. I appreciate that. Cause look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't ashamed to say what I gotta say. I'm thrown off. A little bit.
You're thrown off. Okay.
A little bit.
So don't get to getting in your own class. When you're thrown off,
I'm not meaning to get thrown away from what you're discussing. I I just got thrown off because I saw that in. I didn't see that you had pulled up Titus 3 and 10. I didn't see that. Okay, because I'm working as well, nephew.
Okay, yeah, I know. Okay. I got you, Auntie.
So I apologize.
Okay, no worries. Listen. Okay, so look, but you bring up great points though, Auntie. You gotta understand that those things are valuable because what happens is that people don't. I mean, you're in the class, or you're just you don't necessarily. You may not necessarily even know that you've lost contact of what was actually going on, right? So we're trying to connect the dots, but we're still going. So let's go to Hebrews 5 and 8 because it brings me to something else. Go to Hebrew, and it's the same thing. It's in the same vein, okay? Hebrews 5 and 8. Read that, Doug.
I got you, brother. Hebrews 5 and 8. Though he were a son, yet learned he obedience by the things which he suffered.
He learned. Now this is Christ. It's Christ. I just want y'all to understand what's going on, man. It's just like Christianity being smeared all over everything, man. It completely separates us from the Most High. You understand? We have a piece of what God is. Understand that we learn a piece of what God is, but we have no true knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that the Most High is above God. Read on, Doug.
Okay, gladly. You throw it off, not throw it away, Auntie. We got it.
That's right.
All right. And being made, this is verse 9, and being made perfect, he became the author of eternal salvation unto all them that obey him.
Okay, wait a minute. Being made perfect. I don't think y'all understand what's going on. Christ was made perfect. Who was he made perfect by?
The Most High himself.
Thank you. The Most High is above God. So you can understand a piece of him. Read on.
It says, I'll read 9 again because they go together. And being made perfect, he became the author of eternal salvation unto all them that obey him.
That obey him and believe. Do you think that if you believe and if you obey Christ, that you would leave and go your way to the Pharisees? The tale? And who you think you telling on?
Right.
That's ridiculous. Who you think you telling on?
That part.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, what they gonna do with the Most High? It said, and the destroy. What did he say? And the destroyed by the destroyer.
Right.
What Job called him, the king of terrors?
Hey,
who you?
Tell them to bring your daddy back with you.
Right. Oh, we gonna go tell the Pharisees. Okay. And what? Okay, you tell them. What that mean? Read on.
Oh Lord. After the Messiah told him to hold his wine while he do this little work right here right quick so y'all can believe. You got to go to my Father and I'm going on y'all behalf, not mine. They don't believe.
For real, dog.
I'm saying, bro.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. Oh, man. Go ahead, dog.
All right. Verse 10. We had Hebrews 5 and 10. I'm reading 9 again, of course. And being made perfect, he became the author of eternal salvation unto all them that obey him. Called of God a high priest after the order of Melchizedek. of whom we have many things to say and hard to be uttered, seeing ye are dull of hearing.
You're dull of hearing. You don't have any knowledge. You don't have any, your ears don't hear and your eyes don't see. You're dull of hearing. I have told you earthly things and you believe not. How shall you believe if I tell you heavenly things? Read on, dog.
All right, my favorite part. For the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of God.
Wait a minute. Nicodemus was a ruler of the Jews.
Right.
Christ said, you must needs be born again. Come on, man. You must needs be born again or you can't see the kingdom. Start over again, dog.
All right. You want me to go back to 9?
11.
11. Of whom we have many things to say and hard to be uttered, seeing ye are dull of hearing. For when for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of God, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat.
Have need of milk and not of strong. I'm just saying, bruh. When it's time that you ought to be teachers, you have need. So you Christian, you swine eating black Christian pastor, this is the mercy of the Lord. What I'm about to tell you. Repent and be born again or get rid.
Ooh. Oh my goodness.
I don't know what to tell you. Whom shall he teach knowledge and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. Read 13, dog.
Okay, I'm sorry. Man. I'm trying to contain myself. All right, it says, verse 13, Hebrews 5 and 13. For everyone that uses milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe.
He is a babe, man. We talking about the basics. You telling me you a Christian and you've been in the church for 40 years and I'm looking at you. I mean, you are in need of you are in need that you be taught again. Which is the first you ain't it's step 1. You got Similac running all out your mouth on your clothes.
Don't even know how to drink.
You unskillful. You don't know what you're talking about. Relax, be quiet, humble down, and learn. You're using milk.
But bruh, ain't that how you do a baby?
Come on.
Baby. You got to pick him up, pat him, get the bottle ready.
Come on.
His mouth.
Nurture.
Yeah, nurture. Go ahead and burp me. Go on and burp me.
I know that's right, Auntie. I know that's right. You have need that one teach you again. Which is the first principle, man. Read 14, dog.
Yes. It says, but strong meat belongeth to them that are of full age, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil.
Come on.
Get the beard out. Get the beard out.
Hey, but hold on. Wait a minute. You asked about 2 Thessalonians chapter 2.
Yes. One of my favorites.
And I'm saying that, and it's bringing it, and it's just bringing it all right. It's bringing it right on home. It don't matter what your feelings and your emotions. You cannot pick the Most High. You can't choose him. He has to choose you. That God that you got is not him. The Most High is above your God. Oh man! Hey, listen. Read from verse 9, dog.
Okay. The game choose you. The word choose you.
Period. Period, bro.
All right. We're in 2 Thessalonians 2, and you say grab it at 11:9.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
All you can do when you build on the slab of the Most High is lie and deny the truth. And now you have built your entire kingdom, your empire state building. You have built your entire kingdom on the slab of the Lord. And you have rejected the chief cornerstone. What happens if you reject the cornerstone of the house? It's only a matter of time, little boy. Read on.
Okay. Verse 10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they received not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
Wait a minute. Wait. See, go back, Doug. Go back. You bringing out something.
Just for the cheap seats.
Go back.
All right. I'm going to start at 9 again.
Yeah.
Says, even he whose coming is after the workings of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Uh-huh.
And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish.
All deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish. See, you playing church. You playing that you love God. You pretending. You putting on uniforms and going through the motions, having dress rehearsals in falsehood. Read it again, dog. 10th verse.
It says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they received not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
That they might. You running around talking about you saved already. Do you understand the predicament you in? You running around talking about you saved. Do you know how psychotic that is? You are a spiritual psychopath. Read on.
That they might be saved. Verse 11. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. But we are bound to give thanks always to God for you, brethren, beloved of the Lord, because God hath from the beginning chosen you to salvation through sanctification of the Spirit and belief of the truth.
Do you understand that is how he's chosen you? Did he just say that he chose you? By the sanctification of the Spirit and the belief in the truth. So there is no salvation for you if you don't believe and you don't sanctify the Lord in your heart. And be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you a reason for the hope that is in you with meekness and fear. If you don't have an answer, you don't have salvation. All right. Y'all come off your mics.
Woo! So the power.
Burp me. Just burp me, okay? I'm still that babe though, and I ain't gonna deny it. Cause I'm still learning.
That's right,
What
Auntie.
Father has for me. I ain't gonna deny myself or to tell the truth.
That's right,
Why
Auntie.
should I? When the Father knows me better than any of us that's on this podium or this stage of learning. We ain't all goddamn perfect. And for what you been teaching, nephew, I'm willing to be honest about everything. Whether I'm paying attention or not. I'm still gonna serve the Lord though. That's what
Got
I'm
some
gonna do.
cereal for you though, Auntie.
I don't, no, not right now. Let me still drink that milk. And let y'all, and I'm gonna let y'all put me over y'all shoulders. But I'm not gonna throw up on you though. Okay? I'm definitely not gonna throw up because I'm gonna ingest everything that the spirit has for me. That's what I'm gonna do. Until it's time for me to get that cereal, then let me just keep drinking my milk.
That's it. And then but then it's gonna come a time when you'll be weaned. You see what I'm saying?
Believe me, when
That's
is
right.
that time?
That's right.
When is that time?
That's
Okay?
right. That's right.
But nobody know your time until the Father shows it to you.
There it is, Auntie. There it is. And that's what it takes.
I'm into listening, everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm paying attention. But I got thrown off because of that word that we saw in the scripture.
Mm-hmm.
And with me, I'm looking back, and I should have stayed forward. I was reading that word, and I was reading that scripture in Titus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
and it's fire too.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I got thrown off.
Yeah, it's all right.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
But look at here. Look. Let's look at this Genesis right quick though. Let's look at that Genesis chapter 1 and verse 1. Okay. Read that, dog. Read that.
Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light.
Okay, so now what I want y'all to do though is to get in context and to understand that in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. What I need y'all to understand is that the Most High is ancient of the beginning. Okay, wait a minute. I want to let me see. I'm gonna try to bring it home. Look. This is the book of Daniel. I want to say the 7th chapter. Let's see. I want everybody to understand that the book of Genesis is the beginning of God, but not the beginning of the Most High. Okay, so wait a minute.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying, dude? You feel what I'm saying?
I'm following you now. Now, last week's lesson is stacking perfectly on top of this week's lesson. Or vice versa. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So now let's see what the prophet Daniel saw. Baby, you had something you want to say?
No, I was just agreeing with that completely. This is, we in the presence of the Ruach. Hallelujah.
Absolutely.
The building block.
Daniel 7 and read verse 9.
Okay, so we're at Daniel 7 and 9.
Mm-hmm.
Building blocks. All right. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hairs of his head like pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire.
Wait a minute, hold on. I want everybody to understand what's going on. This is after the ruling nations have been cast down of the earth. And the Most High is still sitting down. He is called The Ancient of Days. Wait a minute. I want you to understand that all the thrones, all the ruling nations are cast down. All the dominions are cast down. The Ancients of Days is sitting down, whose garment is white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool, and his throne like a fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. Keep reading on, Doug.
Okay. 10th verse. A fiery stream issued and came forth from him, from before him. Thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were opened.
Wait a minute. The judgment was set and the books were opened. This is what Daniel is seeing. Does everybody does everybody understand what's going on? This is what Daniel is seeing. He's seeing the judgment. The Ancient of Days is sitting on a fiery flame with thousands and 10,000s ministering, worshiping before him. And the books were open. If we go into Revelations, we know that only Christ could open the books that was sealed. Nobody could open the book but Christ. I need y'all to understand what's going on. Okay. Ancient of Days. Remember that. Ancient of Days. Ancient of Days means way before days. And please understand that one day with man is 1,000 years with the Lord. I'm trying to get you to understand what it means to say Ancient of Days. And to understand that Ancient of Days is Ancient of God.
Words have meaning.
So the Most High or Ancient of Days is above God. I want you to have that concept in your mind. Now, in the ancient Hebrew, it says, in the beginning, God created God. So you can understand. Okay, now, please understand that the Most High, the Ancient of Days, created God to bring him to the third dimension so you can understand it and grasp it with your infinite little peewee mind. That's all I'm trying to say. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help you to understand his and understand that I'm only explaining to you a piece of him. I could
sneak peek.
I mean, goodness gracious, man. I just don't. I'm saying you got to understand that he created a God that could say, "Let there be light." So when you read John chapter 1, understanding that the Most High is above God. Okay. This is St. John chapter 1 and verse 1. Okay, so listen. So now read that.
Okay, my bad. This is John 1 and 1. It says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God.
Okay, so listen to what I'm saying. In the beginning was the Word. Who created the Word? It is the Word of the Most High. Christ is the Word of the Most High. Christ's Word in the beginning, that is this God that is moving over the world. The Ancient of Days is everlasting. I mean, I don't even know how to more explain it.
Yeah, what's before ancient?
Right.
I'm just saying.
What has always been. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you can't, it's so hard to explain because it's so far beyond the limitations of your mind.
Right, you're
to
right.
think and understand.
I just barely got a sneak peek in my mental ability to just envision what we're saying when you say fourth dimension down to the third.
Right.
I'm barely catching the third dimension.
Right.
Just to get a sneak peek of what the possibility of a fourth.
For real. He said in my
dimension was not possible before last week.
Come on, bruh. And so you start to understand when Christ said, "I have told you earthly things and you believe not. How should you believe if I tell you heavenly things?" Wait a minute. I want to go back to Colossians because last time I think it was Colossians chapter 1 that we was in. Let's see.
Yeah, it was 1 and 10, 10 through 15.
Okay, yes. 10 through 15. Yeah. Let tell them where you at, dog.
Oh, we're in First Colossians. And I guess we'll go to 10 again.
Colossians 1. Yeah. Go start at 10. Start at 10.
All right, Colossians 1 and 10, that ye might walk worthy of the Lord unto all pleasing, being fruitful in every good work, and increasing in the knowledge of God.
I mean, God, leave, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. Wow. Keep reading, bro. Keep reading.
Verse 11, strengthened with all might according to his glorious power.
His glorious power. Read on.
Unto all patience and long suffering.
Patience and long suffering with joyfulness. Read.
Giving thanks unto the Father, which had made us meet to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light.
Being meet meaning good. To be partakers of the inheritance. What do an inheritance come through? It comes through a bloodline.
Family.
Of the saints in light. What does it mean? In truth. In knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. He said he came to take those that was in darkness and bring them into his marvelous light. That's what being born again is. You go in darkness out into his marvelous light. When you are born again, you're born again into the light. That's why you have to be taught first. Not that you start running your mouth teaching. You got to shut up and sit down and be quiet and be blessed and given the gift of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. What kind of student comes into the class the first day and sit in the teacher chair? Read on.
12. Giving thanks unto the Father who had made us meet to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light, who had delivered us from the power of darkness and had translated us into the kingdom of his dear Son.
Oh, read, bruh. Oh.
In whom we have redemption through his blood, even the forgiveness of sins. The image of the invisible God.
Is the image of him, of the invisible God. Read.
The firstborn of every creature.
Wait a minute. The firstborn of every creature. Wait a minute, man. I mean, I'm just saying, bro. I'm saying. Christ is a creature. Christ was created. Know ye not that ye are gods? You gods too. The Most High is above God. So you can understand. The firstborn of every creature. Christ is the firstborn of all creation. God is the firstborn of all creation. God is a creature. I don't know what to tell you. That's why Elohim is plural. It's not singular. That's how you can worship only the Most High. That's why Christ never told you. He said, I do not bring glory to myself. I bring glory to the one that sent me. Like, but you can't get it. You can't. You can't get it if he don't want you to get it. Keep reading, dog. 16.
It says, for by him were all things created.
Wait a minute. By him were all things created, man. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on. Come on. By him all things were created. Read it again, bro.
You switched me off.
This Genesis 1.
Oh, Genesis 1. Yeah. Okay, yeah. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the water.
Wait a minute. Does anybody understand, John? Read it again.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. And the Word was God.
Oh my gosh, man. Like, oh my goodness. Oh. Do you understand that everybody uses this verse to prove to you that Christ is God or that Christ is the Most High? Do you understand how ridiculous that is now? Do you understand how ridiculous that is now? Yes, Christ is God. And Christ was created by the Most High, the Ancient of Days. Do you understand that the Most High didn't start in Genesis chapter 1? Wait a minute. Okay, so can somebody tell me when the Ancient of Days? Wait a minute. Look, listen. This is the first chapter of Genesis. Don't we have to have a power that's bigger than what's written on Genesis 1? We got to have, if we don't have a power before Genesis 1 and 1, if we don't have if the Most High, if the Ancient of Days did not create God before Genesis 1, there would be no nothing.
So the Most High is the progenitor of God.
He is the progenitor of his word. He is the progenitor of his spirit. He is the creator of his word. He is the creator of his spirit. He is the creator of his truth. He is the creator of the water that his truth and his word and his spirit was over. They hovered over the waters. It hovered over the depths. It was over the darkness. It is nothing but light. There is no darkness in the Ancient of Days. None. There is no darkness in God that he created. Because it followed every instruction to the letter. And he did his best to take his word and make his word flesh so you little-minded sillies could understand.
That's right.
Could conceive. Could mock and follow and do what the word did in the flesh. So you will have the right to sit on the right hand of the Father. I don't understand, man. I mean, that's all I can do. That's it.
Bruh, I had to take my head off. Bruh.
It got hot under my hair. It got hot under my hair.
Some building blocks. These are very crucial blocks, to stack on top of each other so you can stand up on it. Talk and speak and answer that question when somebody asks you. I guess I don't wrestle, but I do spar with these words and these verses when it comes to people asking me questions. The more I open my mouth, the more questions and smoke I get. You know what I mean? So I'm putting fires out daily. So I do have to go back and go through these scripts and look back these pages in my tablet and recite verses and go back and remember lessons just to show people,
For real.
The same way Christ did when Mary came to him crying and stuff. And
That's
he's like,
right.
I got to show all these people that's with you, what's going on. I got to show you because you don't believe me.
That's right. That's right.
Look, hold my wine. Let me show you folks.
And then, why Christ wept? Because he saw his people. He had compassion for his people, but he saw the Most High didn't want them.
Right. And he had already told
That's
them.
heavy, bruh.
Right. That's the thing that got me. He said, I already told you this. If you want to see so you can believe, here you go. Pay attention. And then he got to hollering. He hollered Lazarus' name.
That's right.
Come on, man.
And guess what? He was not just hollering at Lazarus. He was hollering at every one of us Israelites, bruh.
Right.
Come forth. Come out of the darkness. Come out of the tomb, man. Come out of the lies. Come out of the deception. Come forth, man. Be born again.
Whoa.
Do you understand that resurrection from the dead is to be born again? You understand that?
Sir.
You got to go through the same thing that Christ did. That's why he showed you that. You got to lay your life down like he laid his life down. You got to be beat and the same things that he sent Christ through, you got to go through it. You got to catch hell. Because it's the only thing that's going to humble you enough for you to listen and learn and do, man. After a while, man, the elect start to say, man, you know what, man, I got to do right, though. I just know I got to do right. I just can't keep, it's just something missing.
That's right.
You understand? So, yeah, man.
Whoa. Bro,
All
once
praise to the
again,
Most
man,
High, man.
I said earlier before we started, I'm smart. I'm just not that fast all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I find myself reading things 3, 4, 5 times to really unlock it. And we've been going through these scriptures. I know I've been with you at least 10 years or more, and probably working on a dub now,
right?
And going back and forth and wrestling and going back and forth with these scriptures, and I'm reading the same scriptures over and over again, but they get more. Like it's like a blurry picture coming into scene for me, coming into focus, because I done read Genesis 1 since I was a little babe. Really drinking milk in the physical. And now here I am, a 51-year-old man. You know, I like to say I got a little cereal in my milk now, but when I go back and read Genesis today, it made me think I need more milk.
That's right.
You know? That's right. I'm just now realizing there is a fourth dimension. We just unlocked another chamber to understanding. I didn't understand it was a fourth dimension. And even if I knew it or heard it, I couldn't picture it in my head.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So now words have meaning, and now it's giving me a mental picture so that I can just maybe peek around the corner to see what it is. It's embarrassing, but at the same time, it's enlightening. So, thank you, brother. I mean, man.
That's why I say I'm gonna stay on the milk. That's why I'm gonna stay on the milk, baby, so I can grasp everything. I'm serious, because you know what? And nobody, and the thing that I like about the fact is no answer that I felt that I can get. Do I feel bad about it, even if I'm wrong? Because I'm here to learn.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying?
That's right.
So I don't feel bad when I may fall off the wagon or not pay attention and stuff. Because I'm like I tell y'all all the time, I keep it 100.
Like we all know, that's the first. We doing the first step.
That's right. That's the first principles,
and we learning.
That's right, and that's the power. But guess what? That spirit is not common. That spirit is only for a remnant. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That spirit was given to you as a gift from the Most High.
Yes.
Do you understand that? You don't become offended because you don't know something or you don't have the answer or embarrassed or whatever. Guess what? You just become more. You like, I might be wrong or I might been wrong or this or whatever. I did this or I did that, because guess what? The ultimate goal is that you want to be found worthy by the Lord, not by no man.
That's true.
Not by no building, not by no organization, not by no. I mean, it's about James 3. There she go. There she go. There she go. There she go. James 3. Let's see what James 3:13 say. Let's see what James 3:13 say now.
Let me pull it up through myself. Oh Lord, thank you, Jesus.
Let's see. James chapter 3.
All right now, Auntie, don't drift away now. Stay in the
lane. I'm gonna stay in the lane. I'm staying straight. Okay, I'm looking it up right now.
3:13. All right, go ahead. Read that, dog.
Okay, now I'm here.
Go ahead, dog. You on mute?
Hold on. I'm pulling it up.
Okay.
Give me a minute.
Okay, I got it on the screen. If you need.
You ain't up on the screen.
No, you don't.
It's not on the screen? Oh, okay. Wait.
No,
Okay. You know what? Hold on. Let me see. All right. Read that, though.
All right. Here we go. James 3:13. It says, "Who is a wise man and endued with knowledge among you? Let him show out of a good conversation his works with meekness of wisdom."
Ooh. Come on now.
He said that as you're studying, and now it's approaching the dub, and these are things that I know that I have read, but that I find myself humbled and even digressing in a way that you just you still need to be built on, built again. That's that is exactly what this is. That even if you have such knowledge, he says, show your work.
That's it. That's it.
Meekness and wisdom. You know, I appreciate this word. It builds on us in so many ways. He tears down, he builds up, he does it again and again and again. I'm in love with this book. I'm in
I
love.
know that's right.
I'm in love with our nationalities.
That's right.
I never stop.
That's right.
Well, you pulled a good one. You pulled a great one out, baby.
Yes, indeed. And it's saying the same thing.
You know, and I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of both of you because you all have been in this for a very long time together, as well as Mookie, you've been in it before you got with Nikki. But I know one thing, it says this much to me. When you're together as one, you stand as one.
Yeah.
10 toes. That's right.
Real power.
Okay.
Real power.
So hey, I'm gonna be here drinking my milk until it's time for me to get my oats into my milk.
Me too.
Okay, I'm serious. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't look. My thing is this: if you can't be fair and truthful to yourself, who are you gonna be truthful to other than the Father?
Come on.